What's up YouTube? Clean Cuts the One back with another video, and it's review time again. Yes, I've been going nuts on Gamma everything, Gamma Plus. I don't know why I started with Gamma, but when I started buying clippers and I started buying trimmers and I started getting excited about doing this again, I started with Gamma. This is what I saw, this is what intrigued me the most. So today we are going to talk about the Gamma X-Ergo. Yes, the Gamma X-Ergo. It is a new magnetic clipper from Gamma. I have no idea when it dropped, but I don't see a ton of reviews out, but I do see some. I want to give a shout out to Cuts by Reggie. If you don't follow Cuts by Reggie, he's a fellow barber here in Knoxville. He's also got a YouTube. He got on the review even before I did, and he was one of the ones that actually inspired me to say, go ahead and get this specific clipper. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So let's start with the box as always. We got the Gamma Plus X-Ergo Professional Modular Clipper with microchipped magnetic motor. That sounds fancy, right? And I don't know, maybe it's fancy, maybe it's not. Let's find out. And on the box it says that just like the trimmer, the Evo, got a black diamond blade that stays cooler, rust-free, sharper, longer. 3 customizable lever colors with modular performance options for click, spring click, or freestyle floating taper action. For me, this was kind of a big deal because I've been on wall seniors that have never had a clicker in the lever, so I really liked, it was easier for me to make this purchase at the price point because they had a choice. So if I was uncomfortable with the clicker, to be honest with you, like I was with the Babyless FX when it came out, I could switch to the free-flowing lever. And it really made me feel good about being able to customize that. That's one thing about Gamma is they do a really good job of letting you customize things to the way that you like them. Microchip motor with upgraded PCP board tuned for increased power, efficiency, and performance. It's a magnetic motor. 2 hours of continuous runtime. Going to talk about that. Tight or stretch taper bracket, which means it can stretch from 3 millimeters to 4 millimeters according to the intent of what they want it to do, and it includes double magnet guards. Here's the picture of the box, outside, inside. Now, let's talk about it. All right, here's my Gamma X-Ergo. I've been cutting with it for only 2 days, and again, I've got to give a disclaimer. The first disclaimer is that Gamma has not paid me. I literally paid full price. I believe it was $239 for these clippers after taxes. I don't remember what barber supply I got them from, but I didn't get no breaks on this. I bought this stuff because I love it, because I'm nerding out right now, and I'm really enjoying it. The other disclaimer is that I've only been using these for 2 days. I've gotten quite a bit of use out of them in the last 2 days. However, again, I'm super nerded out on clippers and trimmers and products. I've still got a ton of stuff on the way. I'm really excited about what I ordered today. But some of my opinions might be biased just because I'm super hype about even getting new stuff. So keep that in mind, that like I'm really just excited. It's like when you get a new pair of shoes or something like that right now. But as you can see, I have customized mine with the rose gold, and I have put the clear bracket on the front. That's just what I wanted it to look like. They come with gold, silver, and rose gold, so that way you can choose exactly what you want your clipper to look like. Now that I've had it like this is all, let's talk about aesthetics and stuff like that real quick. This cap is starting to get hair in it. So I've got a feeling that I'm going to end up changing it, because that's one of the downsides of having a transparent lid, is that you can see all the hair. You know when it's time to clean your clippers and stuff like that. So maybe it's a good thing that you know when to clean your clippers, but I personally don't like seeing it. So I'd hate to see what my wall seniors look like if I open them up. This is called the Gamma X-Ergo, right? Ergo is the first word in ergonomics. Ergonomics being the shape, the feel. So they've really put a lot of work in their ergonomics. There's never been a clipper shaped quite like this. I've heard it compared to a banana from other reviewers. It's definitely a unique shape. It definitely sits in your hand and flows different on the head. My opinion on these ergonomics, they are different. I don't think that they're bad. I do wish there was a little more grip on here, so that way you wouldn't drop it, because again, between this and the Evos, the trimmers, I feel like you could drop these easily. I actually already almost dropped these once. The ergonomics are good. It's new and it's different. So I can't really say, do I love them? Yeah, I think I love them, but I'm not sure. It's only been 2 days. But I do like, for sure. One thing I like about these, though, with the ergonomics is that sometimes when I'm using my seniors, I like to hold them like this, right? And so there's a lot of space between this thumb, this back finger, and my blades, kind of like a pencil. So if I choose my pencil grip on these, it really closes that gap up between how I can literally almost just hold the blade and fade. And I've done that a couple times, and it's been good. So the ergonomics is a good thing. I have chosen to stay with the clip lever. I'm pretty much running with this thing as it comes out of the box, except for setting my blade. I'm finding that as I use the click system, that it's exactly the same as open, middle, closed. It just gives me a little more reference for those in between of the open, middle, and closed. And I like that. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm getting used to it. I don't see any need to change out my lever as of yet. Let's talk about the blade. This is one of my favorite parts about this clipper. The steel blade is a taper blade, much like the Wall Senior taper blade. There's subtle differences, but not a lot. But the place where this thing really shines is the moving blade. Look how thin that blade is. You talk about staying cooler longer, and then when it comes to cutting the hair, when your cutting blade is that thin and your steel blade is as good as this is, dude, I'm telling you, this magnetic motor moves so fast, and every stroke you make, the hair just disappears. It's a really great blade. I did not have the Gamma Ergo, the original Ergo, but I heard that one of the complaints was that it struggled to cut through bulk. When it comes to cutting through bulk, I have found, I definitely tested cutting through bulk on this one, and I did find that this does cut through bulk really well, but it doesn't cut through quite as well as my Wall Seniors. I haven't had any issues, I haven't had any bogging, I haven't had any pulling, but I can kind of tell when I get to thickness, I can feel the strain on the motor, and I don't like it because this motor runs so smoothly that when I run through, I don't want to do anything to bog the motor down. It might be equipped to take it, I'm not sure, but it hasn't been anything that's been an issue for me. I like these for a great fading clipper. They will take the bulk down, but I still choose to use a different clipper to take down the bulk on the things that need large bulk taken down. When it comes to zero gapping this clipper, or when it comes to gapping it, I didn't find that I could get it to an exact zero, but I also found that I didn't have to get it to what I thought was an exact zero to pull the bald line out. You'll notice that on mine, I have 2 different screws on the back of my blade. These are not the original screws that came with my blade. I had to replace these. These do take the wall screws. Pretty much everything's the same. Not the technology, but the sizes of everything is the same with regards to the wall blades in this. But when I was taking my blade off for the first time to zero gap it, I found that the spring that holds the steel blade to the moving blade is very strong. So when I pulled that screw off, it popped off, and I lost one of my screws, and I can't find it. That might have been my fault for being a little overzealous, but I just wasn't prepared for the spring that was up under this thing. So when you are zero gapping your blades for the first time, you want to make sure that you maintain that pressure on the blade so that way you don't just pop it off, because this thing will just sling it off. A lot of pressure under here, a lot of moving parts to this clip. I'm a big fan of the interchangeable colors, the customization, the ergonomics, the blade, the lever. There's a lot of things going on here. One thing that I can't give you a good review on, but I am glad that is in here, is the stretch bracket. The Gamma X-Ergo comes with a stretch bracket, and you can replace this bracket right here with this bracket right here, and as you can see, it's labeled stretch, so you don't get them confused, to extend the throw, whereas this is a 3mm throw. When you put the stretch bracket on, it turns it into a 4mm throw, which allows you to open your clipper all the way to the 1. Those of you who are on Andis Masters, those of you who might still be on fast feeds using the Andis magnetic guards, that's something that you might want to take into account. That might be a good thing for you. That might be something that makes these more appealing to you with the stretch bracket. I've been on a wall guard system for a really long time. I didn't find a need to change out the bracket that it comes with to the stretch bracket, but I do love that they're thinking ahead like that, and they're giving us the ability to customize our clippers to our specific needs as barbers with regards to functionality, without having to make us get in here and start tearing stuff up on our own, or without having to substitute parts from other clippers and, you know, void our warranties and all that stuff. These clipper guards, when I saw them, are double magnetic. They remind me of the Andis guards, and when I saw them, I think they feel cheap. I wasn't excited about having them, and I was very thankful because I've been on the wall system, but I, in a unique way, have always preferred the babyless guards. Ever since they came out, I have been on these guards. I have always preferred the babyless guards. Even on my wall clippers, I just like them. They work really well. I was pleased to find out that my wall guards fit, babyless guards fit just fine and function well, and I left these sitting at first. I didn't even want to mess with these because I didn't feel like they weren't attractive to me. They didn't look good. It's not something that I wanted on my clipper. So I literally just left these alone until I realized if you're going to do a review, you at least need to try it out. When I tried it out, I realized they did put some time into thinking about how they wanted these to function and how they wanted these to work. Because when I began to use them, I realized that these do flow really well with this clipper and on this blade. Again, it's like a wall, but it's a double magnetic. So if Andis did double magnetics for walls, that's what this feels like. And when I began to cut with these guards, I actually began to prefer them over my babyless, which is kind of unheard of because everybody makes fun of me because how much I like these guards on my wall clippers, even over the wall premium guards. I see another review coming in the future with regards to guards. I feel like they actually make it smoother. They've got like a coating on them that makes them softer, whereas these kind of feel like a matte. These actually feel like they've got almost like a polymer coat on them, but I don't want to say that it doesn't affect the performance. I'm going to say like they did it on purpose because maybe it enhances the performance. I'm not sure. My babyless and my wall still function just the same on these, but I do feel like there's something about these long teeth that make a little bit of difference that the wall guards and that the babyless guards don't have going for them. And again, you know, the company, if this is the guards that they send out with the clipper, they've clearly decided that these are the best guards to function with this clipper, and I don't disagree with these guards on this clipper in this case. To wrap it up, I like this clipper. I'm still hyped on it. I will say a negative about it is the 2-hour run time. In my shop, when you're cutting back to back to back to back and you're really hype on a new clipper and this thing dies in 2 hours, it's heartbreaking. I had it die on me for the first time yesterday because I couldn't keep it back on the charger. We were doing so many cuts. And when it died, my heart sank just a little bit. And I was like, dude, just do what you always do. Get another one, dude. Just get multiples of the same so that way one will never go dead. But at this price point, I can't afford to have two just yet. Maybe in the future, but I've got to make sure that I love this thing before I start buying multiple. It would have been nice to have a backup Ergo X so that way when it died, I didn't have to do without it for a while. But I wish the battery time was a little bit longer. But again, check out this motor. There's some serious technology behind this. I mean, look at all these circuit boards. And I mean, to be honest, this picture of this chip thing makes it look really advanced technology. It might just be a picture of a chip thing that makes it look advanced, but I mean, it looks advanced. So for 2-hour runtime, I wish we could get more out of it. That would probably be my only complaint. But those are my thoughts and those are my opinions on this specific clipper. I love it. Is it worth the price point? I think so. I think in 2021, I think we're going to continue to move forward. You might as well just plan on inflation continuing to be a thing. Investing in your craft has always been a thing. That includes money and time. And sometimes you got to take a chance and spend your money on stuff just to learn that you don't like it. This is good. This is good. I'm not upset with this clipper at all. I'm actually really liking what Gamma is doing in the industry. It's just invigorating to see progress. I believe that people are putting money into the technology. So I hope this review's been helpful for you on the Gamma X-Ergo. I know I've definitely enjoyed doing it. And so if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments. If you guys want to see another product reviewed or something that you want to see, put it in the comments. Let me know what you want to do. Go ahead and hit subscribe and hit the notification bell. I've been getting some things where people told me that the notifications weren't going off. They hit the bell, but they're not getting the notifications. I don't know what's up with that. I don't do this for subscribers and notifications. I do it because I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy being a part of the barber community. So I hope that you'll be able to follow along and see the videos as they come out. If not, just shoot me a comment, send me a DM. I try to post on my Instagram, Clean Cuts the One. I try to post on my Facebook stories to let you know when videos are dropping. And so if you follow along and you keep up, you should be able to see. Also, www.tnbarberexpo.com, Tennessee Barber Expo, October 23rd and 24th. It's going to be an awesome show. We've got Tomb 45. We've got everybody that you want to see is going to be there. Southeast region's largest barber-only event, and you guys really need to be there. So we're looking forward to that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all my believer barbers. Love you guys. God bless you. Till next time, peace.